not on yet? Oh.
Now we can hear you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me up here. I actually decided partway through that I'd like to start with a poem that I wrote. And I'm going to see if I have time for a song after that. So if I don't have time, this is a cool prompt.
Oh.
And I actually wanted to start with the poem that inspired the poem that I wrote. So this one was written by this wonderful woman named Deb McIntosh. She's from Castlegar, BC, which is my hometown. Actually, Robson, BC is my hometown, but it's so small I don't usually know that one. And I always saw her as a community activist and leader out there, and she gave me one of my first jobs, when I was 19. And then she posted this poem about a year ago, and it was really beautiful, and so it inspired more writing for me. So before I get into that, this is poetry by Deb. I've seen you at your worst, and it's still better than my best. I don't know how you float through life unscathed, unmarred, and with your beautiful exterior intact, so I thought. And then I saw the cracks, turmoil building, and resentment and fear hiding behind alabaster skin. You carry a load of unresolved issues in a beautiful package. We are not the same. I've learned to share my vulnerability, my fears, and resentments, and because of that, I am not only beautiful, but free.
Oh.
So that was Deb's poem, and it really touched me. And so a content warning for mine coming up. We'll touch very briefly on a hysterectomy that I had to have a couple of years ago, which was interesting because I thought perhaps with my gender journey it wouldn't feel like any big thing. I had to have it for medical reasons. And there still was some grief wrapped up in that. So take care of yourselves, for the content warning. And this poem was also about not only my journey with that, but just my general journey of unmasking in my life, both in terms of neurodivergence and my gender and my sexuality. And interestingly, kind of all along that journey, it's kind of tied in with the personal decolonizing journey that I'm trying to go on, because there's a lot of unhealthy stuff in our society that that we soak in over time. So it's kind of an intersection of these things. Okay, so that's the context. This is on becoming real after porcelainhood. And now, with pressure having peaked and porcelain seams violently burst, blindfold removed revealed my denial. Briefly, I thought this pain was worst. Till I sought my path anew, jagged edges met my knees upon the mound. I take in the scene, light reflecting from myriad tortured shards strewn round. Torn, bleeding, betrayed by the promise of safety being porcelain's child. My wail shook the heavens, opened the ground from whence a sliver of my wild, finally released, and with the force born of exile, pierced right through my heart. I held instead my barren womb, itself stillborn, martyred, and torn apart. Lungs gasp for air, eyes strain to see. Of my death so far, this one feels complete. When she calls you in, find all your faith with it, you must become replete. I give myself to the void, though there is no choice but to accept my fate. You abandoned your soul, you husk, but you can reignite your flame against hate. Feed it with your wild, slivered from infinite abundance, till it towers. Meet your authentic self. It is no longer sufficient that he cowers.